Hello, everybody. Welcome to Reto and Rhaps race the same maps to the Dragon style.
Oh.
Are you ready to get confused about when I'm going to start this episode? With the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go? You'll never guess where I actually started.
You know what? I won't.
This list will surprise you.
I'm not even going to try and guess, so therefore, yeah, I definitely will never guess.
I did it on 2. No guesses.
You cheated! I think that means you're not
I did.
allowed to win this episode. This is the only episode where we have a rule of no cheating, by the way.
Okay. Or maybe I could, what's another thing I can do to make up for it? Is there any, give me a lifeline for yourself.
You have to complete floor 4.
Policy.
Go for it. Enjoy.
I have to full clear floor 4?
No. Sorry, the secret room on floor 4.
Oh. Okay. You're on.
Really?
I'll do it.
All right. I'm probably going to die on this run. I mean, clearly. I've been doing it a lot recently. This series has become slightly more imbalanced ever since I stopped my daily Gungeon series.
Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen because I still play Gungeon pretty much every day. It's it means a lot, you know. Go figure. If you play something every day, it's a little bit more in your muscle memory.
Yeah, this is definitely a game that you get rusty at relatively quickly because of how much it relies exactly on that muscle memory.
Yeah, I'm stocking up videos for a 2-day vacation.
Ooh,
because
2-day
I can't
vacay.
remember the last home.
It's a staycation?
It's a staycation.
Nice.
I do not remember the last time I've gone 2 days without working on something.
Yeah.
So it is a staycation. And I've started to think, like, what is it going to be like to not play Enter the Gungeon for 2 days?
You're going to come back and you won't know how to play. We need to do a race recording the day after. I need to...
Then?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the only chance I have.
I'm into the idea. I'll be sure to remember, and I will definitely forget. I'll turn my brain off on vacation. Not that I've got it on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
What's the last vacation you took? And like, it could be a staycation.
Ooh, staycation? Like...
Like
I took some time to find myself
one.
earlier this year. I mean, that counts as a staycation.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, they're like...
No, I went to
normal
PAX
vacations
Australia.
are... Oh, yeah. I've never been to a gaming convention.
I will tell you,
closer?
you're not missing out on that much. I mainly went because a couple people I knew went, and I was like, I would like to hang out with these people all at the same time. This is where they're gonna be.
Yeah, you know, that's why I would go. But also, like, I don't like crowds. And it's like a big crowd. It's like a big crowd.
Yeah, it
here.
is. It's it was hard at times, I'll give you that much. It was definitely not the most comfortable thing. Thankfully, PAX Australia is a little bit significantly less packed than, you know, Prime, West, East, etc.
I guess that makes sense. I always, because my birthday was always, I might have even said this, is always like around the week of E3.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad would always mention potentially going to E3 for my birthday, and I was like, that like early in the year, I'm like, yeah, that sounds amazing. And then like it would get closer, and I'd be like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't like what if I get there, and I'm probably not gonna like, I don't know. Would I really enjoy myself in that environment? Probably not.
You, like, a large amount of people, like, spend most of their time off of the show floor, just either in small panels or just hanging out, mainly. So you can kind of steer clear of the crowds a lot of the time, and a lot of the things that the crowds are going for are things that you would not be interested in.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of people lining up.
Be interested in?
Okay, how much World of Tanks have you played? Because from my time at PAX Australia, it would appear that every single person in Australia loves that game direly, or they paid people to stand in line.
You know, don't. I wish I knew anything about tanks so I could make a clever joke, but I just I got nothing.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that game. I love it when the treads move.
Oh yeah, that is a tank reference. Trank reference.
And I like it when the tank moves because the treads moved.
Yep. Those
My
are two
favorite
different
thing about
things. I can't fault you. You clearly know a lot about tanks.
I mean, I wouldn't just lie here on Reto and Rhaps race the same maps.
I'm very glad for that
Definitely not
because,
a
Reto,
staple
I'm
of this
planning a ground invasion of another nation. I would like you to lead my ground forces, my infantry in particular. But if you could lead the vehicular troops, and you're clearly qualified. We just went over all of the qualifications for it, so I know you're ready. I won't take no for an answer. You're out on the field tomorrow at sunrise.
Do I have to bring my own tank?
Yes,
Which
I don't have
plenty of.
any
Which I have plenty of
right now.
All right.
I that's what all those people were in line for. They were like, World of Tanks? Oh, this must be where you buy them. Great. I have a war that I am
They
launching.
had a gift bag. They had a gift bag. It was a tank. A goodie bag.
They actually did have goodie bags, which is probably why everyone was lining up. But the goodie bags were just full of promotional material for World of Tanks.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, it's a new tank hat. You get a new tread skin if you waited in line.
Oh no, they didn't
I know
even
that
have
game is
good
popular.
things.
I know that game's popular, so I'm sure I'm insulting somebody.
It's
And if so, sorry.
No, it's fine. I keep starting constantly. Feel free to cut me off because not all of them have anything behind them to say. It's also like kind of very, very popular here in the SEA territory.
More popular there than
Seems
Than
to
here?
be.
seems to be.
Seems to be. I think it was like
What do you think?
Singapore plays a lot of it.
Oh, that sounds like a fact.
Yeah,
Sound-
it must be.
That it's there's a verb in there, there's a noun. All of them check out as things that would be realistic.
Yep.
Have you played
Adjectives,
any
not
Grand
realistic
Theft
though.
Auto?
Sorry?
Not realistic? Have you played any Grand Theft Auto? I'm curious.
I have
Have you
actually. My
ever?
first Grand Theft Auto was on the arcade cabinet.
Oh, okay. I've never played that.
It's good.
This is gonna just be so on brand that it's like. you're
How
gonna think I'm
similar is it
joking.
to Enter the Gungeon?
No. Well, now I'm curious. How similar is it to Enter the Gungeon?
It's close to Hotline Miami if you want to think about it in that way.
New. I'm gonna jump on this craze. I think this Grand Theft Auto might take off.
It may well do. I've already, I imagine I told you that I was working retail when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
Oh, you cut out.
I imagine I told you I was working retail when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
I don't think I heard that.
No? Okay, well, I was working retail when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. And I was working in the electronics department of a major big box retailer. No identifying stuff going on, but just in general.
Of course.
And for... Sorry, I'm also trying to fight the tread knot. It's not working correctly in my brain right now. But on the day that released, so a bunch of people waited outside the store. They came in, snagged all of our copies, and we were completely bereft. So I was answering the phones at the desk all that day. People would constantly just pick up and say, hey, is there Grand Theft Auto 5? Can I come in? Can I swing by? Can I pick it up? And they would have this really, really long wind-up on them actually saying that. Like, hey, so I've just called. I've called this other store, and then I called another store, and then they told me to call this store. So I started cutting people off, and like I'd pick up the phone and say, GTA 5 isn't in. Or rather, we don't have any more GTA 5. And people would just start hanging up immediately.
Yep. I've done the same thing.
Such a simple
I've done
day.
the same thing. I have and am I'm currently not working there this month, but I got the same job. And I've definitely been there for some major releases. I was there for like the release of the Switch. I was there for the release of the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, which were nightmares. Actually, SNES Classic was a nightmare because people didn't know how crazy that NES Classic would be. But the SNES was a nightmare. So it was the exact same thing. It was picking up the phone. We don't have what you want. But yeah, it's just like, here's my thing. Yeah, if you're listening, let's do some good to the people working in the department stores. They don't need your life story if it's not relevant, you know? Like, the place where I worked/am working kind of, it like is a lot of older people.
Yep.
Who need tech support and think that was my job, but it wasn't. And it's like, so Debbie's my grandkid, got me a new laptop, you know, and it's just like, this is how I got it. This is what I was eating that day and everything like that.
This is my relationship to everyone involved in the story.
Yeah. Debbie's like, I don't know. And that's something that I feel like I'm probably going to do when I grow up too, but I feel like older people do a lot. Like, in making sure to include the full names and relationships of everybody involved in every story that you're never going to meet, ever.
I think, like, surely a large amount of that has to be that maybe you're not particularly close with that many friends by that time. Like, you know, friend groups fall apart and not that many people make new friends in particularly advanced age. So maybe they start telling stories to people and then go, oh, this person doesn't have the context. I guess I need to explain all of the context in every story that I tell.
Yes.
That said, both you and I are kind of training ourselves to do that at the moment as well.
It's true. We're going to be so good. We're going to be so good at it. Rhapsody?
Yo.
Are we going to be friends forever?
I think so. That's just a sincere... Yeah, actually.
There we go. Okay. Great. Do you... I don't know if this is the same. Like, I feel like I've heard different things for different states in the U.S. Where this is more or less of a thing. Is it common to stay friends with people from like very young ages, like really early school? Okay. Is it common to stick with them or to stick with friends from high school there? Because it like does not happen here.
Yeah, so I know it doesn't happen there because I think like you have a culture of traveling for university.
It's true.
Yeah, we have a culture of staying where you are and going to the best university near you. So we don't really have like an Ivy League or anything like that. We have a couple of like well-respected universities, but it's more like each different university is respected for a different field.
Yeah.
So no, most people kind of stay friends with their high school friends, or earlier friends possibly.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did not expect getting a logical reason for why that is. Yeah. This is great.
Although, to be fair, there is a downside, which is you have an established social group by the time you go into university, so you're not necessarily pushed out of your comfort zone if that's something that you're interested in particularly at that time. I know it's not necessarily something either of us are, but it is it does limit your social circle in that way. You keep your old friends, but you don't necessarily make as many new ones. So what I did is I kept very few of my old friends, and then I just decided not to make any new ones for the heck of it.
That's so
for
relatable.
Fun.
Just to see, just for the you know, everybody wants to go for the 100% route. You're going for any percent. You're going for that just minimum completion.
Yeah? Exactly. If I was in Stardew, I would be trying to skip. I'd be trying to speedrun by skipping the cutscenes where characters talk to you. So I would just not form a relationship with any of them.
Who needs that? I mean, oh my goodness.
Who needs anyone except for Sebastian constantly talking to me?
I think Sebastian is probably like on my bottom 3 of relationships because he literally it's so realistic to how I am in real life. he's just the furthest away from me. Like, he's really far up there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just not... All my relationships in Stardew Valley are built on how close to my daily walking path are they.
Yep.
Exclusively.
Yeah, I mean, I guess our relationship bloomed while I was working in the mines. And I was just constantly walking past his house, so...
Yeah,
worked for me
there
there.
you go. Like, that makes sense. All right, I'm about to go to the RNG department. I'm in.
Excellent. Thank you very much for doing that. I will tell you that I might die as the convict here. I do have lead skin, but also my best gun is the kiln.
Not a great best gun.
Not a gun.
No, it's a kiln. It's a kiln.
Yeah.
Have you ever done pottery?
Sorry?
Have you ever done pottery, ceramics?
Not unless you end the center. Not unless you end the question a little early. How about yourself?
Yeah. You ever done potter? You ever done any potter?
Yeah, exactly.
I have indeed. Thank you for asking.
What were you making?
Pot.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I made like. They're still in my parents' house somewhere. They're not good. Like, they're bad. Like, they're bad. There's like a little. See, and they're the type of ceramics that you make when you're just learning how to make it, where
ashtrays.
It doesn't have. It's kind of like it's like an ashtray, but less obviously useful somehow. Like it's like an ashtray that hasn't committed, you know.
So it's what you're describing is a lump of clay.
There's definitely a place to put something. It goes in.
Okay.
It goes in. But it's not. I'm not gonna be a whoever is a famous person in the world of ceramics.
Ooh, come on, deep pull. Get anyone. I'll applaud any reference that is valid.
All right. Let's see. I got no idea. I got Google will help me. Obviously it's.
I am so sorry, but the
Maria
correct answer
Martinez.
was Patrick Swayze.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry about it. Patrick Swayze
from the hit movie Boo.
from the exactly. My best gun is now Flame Hand, so I've upgraded.
Hey.
Yeah, I
that's
know.
something.
I'm on the Forge with just Flame Hand though, so I might lose.
Yeah, Flame Hand's not good against the dragon. What do you got for health?
It's got 3.5 hearts as well as 2 armor at the moment. Yeah, could be doing worse.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, my health is okay.
You're modest. You got lead skin.
I do have lead skin. That is...
And the potion of it?
The potion thereof, yes.
The potion thereof?
Oh, never mind. We win. Sorry.
It's okay.
Secret room.
I'm on...
Secret room finished gun.
What'd you get?
Secret room, open brown chest, finished gun.
You needed to die for me to win, because I am fighting the RNG department boss. That was no bamboozle. I'm fighting him.
Yeah, no, I'm only like 4 rooms into the Forge. Without that, I think you would have won. Although maybe, I don't know. It really depends on what your weapon for completion of the Dragon was going to be.
I'm pretty much just gonna have my starter when I get to the Forge.
Yeah, this has not been a good run in terms of weaponry.
Nah, I'm rocking the Origami, which I do like.
I was using that for a while as well. It was respectable. It was just not good.
Yeah. Ain't a banger.
Not at all. The supremacy of it. Very low.
Minimal.
Minimal. Have you finished
rate?
your
No.
Reto scaling?
No. It's so daunting. Because not only do I have to do all the new items, I have to go back and redo all of the old items.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of them were changed. And it shifts around the scale quite a bit. Also, my opinions probably have changed.
Oh yeah,
A lot
almost
of
certainly. There are
backpacking
certain
gear.
items that are far better now because, like, you know, more ammunition is around, so you can actually afford to use certain items, things like that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But if you were to list a perfect 10 item, in your opinion, what is a perfect 10 item?
A perfect 10 item in this game.
Yeah.
Uh,
Perfect 10.
Honestly, I think that's just anything that gives you, like, decent, broad stat boosts without any downside. So, like, Magic Sweet, Riddle of Lead.
Riddle of Lead. Yeah, Riddle of Lead's an easy one.
Magic
It's just
Sweet
like,
isn't one for you?
here. Oh, no, it is, but, like, Riddle of Lead, I feel like it's got that extra zhuzh. You know?
Oh,
That
it's-
extra... It's nice, and it got the damage reduction thing, 50% chance to reduce on the last hit. If you get it on Robot, it's like an 11 out of 10.
Ooh. Does
You
it
know
count
about that
every
interaction?
armor?
Yep, every single hit gets the 50% chance to not happen.
How am I still learning things about the robot? Good lord.
He's crazy, man. That's why I love him. He's got so many weird quirks to him. Yeah,
The accuracy
and I
on
like
the battery bullets changing guns in particular.
Yeah. That's great. Like, immediately, Crown of Guns is an amazing pickup already because you're already at the 180 degrees instead of the 360.
All right. I will be finishing off the Heart of the Dragon now and roaming up to get that kill. Have you found your dragon?
No.
Alright.
I did make it to the forge, though.
Well,
That fourth floor, it took some time without ammo.
that fourth floor you probably completed quicker than my my finishing of the fourth and then completion of the fifth, which is to say that if you didn't have to do that, I'm pretty sure you would have won.
Well, that's a different dimension. We don't live in that place. We live in the here and now. Where I said, I've been bamboozling you the whole time. I killed the dragon. No, I did not.
I was so ready for
That
it.
would have been so good. Oh, man.
Well, instead, I will
I'm
just take
disappointed.
aim at myself here.
All right.
Beautiful.
Please do.
And then at the very end, I'll also steal your outro.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm so mad.
This
I'm
is
so
karma.
mad that I quit to the breach.
This is Karma of having soul in mind. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. His name has been Reto of Retromation. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of our contents on this game, past, present, and future, as well as a link to the channel that you're not currently watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Rap God.